Hello, I'm Rachel Carmen, and I'm here again today in my series Early On, where I'm giving tips and tricks with things that we did early on in our parenting and homeschool journey. Today, I want to talk to you about an idea. I don't know where it came from, I don't know who to give credit to. I would love to. It may just be a result of me being on the verge of losing my mind. But I came up with something when I was parenting younger kids, littles, when everyone was shorter than me, no one could buckle themselves in, no one could go to the bathroom by themselves, no one could make their own peanut butter jelly sandwich. I consider that the intense period of parenting, when I really felt like it was me against them. And not because they weren't being cooperative and not because I didn't love and enjoy them, but because I was pretty much in charge and I needed to figure out how to get this done, how to love them and not lose my mind. So, one of the great things that I figured out to do, and again, I would love to give someone credit, but I don't know who that would be. So I called it Out Day. So once a week, I had what I referred to as Out Day. And on Out Day, I tried to plan our week, again, when they were all little, that I only got out one day a week. Now, that may terrify you. If you have several children, you may say, oh no, Rachel, there's no way. I cannot only get out one day a week. Well, let me back up a little bit. Got out on Sundays, so we would go as a family and worship on Sundays. And then my husband would usually take them to do Awana somewhere. We've loved the Awana program. It's been a real blessing to our family. But then in terms of me going out and running errands with the children, I only did that one day a week. And I intentionally planned to do as many things as I possibly could. Doctor's appointments, any extracurricular activities like music lessons, meeting up with anybody, grocery shopping, any other and a sundry errands if somebody needed a new pair of shoes or if we needed to go to the consignment store, anything like that. I did one day a week. And let me tell you the power of it. The power of doing it one day a week is the other 4 days a week that you're home. You can really get something done. If you are trying to run out and do something every day during the week, you're harried, your kids are harried, character quality issues come up, and you can't really effectively deal with them if you're trying to get out the door. You just have to suppress it. You have to deal with the behavior. You have to deal with the outplay, but you can't get to the heart of the issue. And so I found it was really important for us to deal with character issues. The best way to do that was to be at home for long periods of time. And yes, I get it. It's hard. It is hard. Dealing with character issues, issues of the heart are not easy. But I found that they were most effectively dealt with when we were at home for, again, long periods of time. So 2 consecutive days. Sunday we were at church, 2 consecutive days at home, and then our out day was usually Wednesday. And then we had 2 more days of being at home. We might have some more things to do out on the weekend when Dad was home. But on our out day, that's what I want to focus on today is out day. Now, a couple of things that I did. Again, I would plan as many things that we needed to get done. And I did characteristically plan music lessons, scheduled their music lessons, and I did the grocery shopping on out day. And so the first thing was on out day, we always had color of the day. And this meant that every one of the children were to wear the color of the day. This made it easy for me as the mom of many, and in my case of 7, that I could look at the grocery store if there was an emergency or if I noticed that one of the kids had wandered off, I could look and very instantly be able to see my brood. I could see all of my kids because everybody was in chartreuse green, everybody was in yellow, everybody was in orange, everybody was aqua. I could tell. Now, I did not carry my OCD to the point that we had matching t-shirts, although I've heard of mothers who've done that quite successfully, and I am not going to criticize that. What I did, I took a step back from that approach, and I just made sure that everybody had, it was 5 or 6 primary basic colors that I considered these are going to be our colors of that we're all going to have something in for this season. And so that way they didn't have to be exactly the same, and it meant that I could rotate down. So if I had aqua for a season, that meant that if Charles grew out of his shirt, Anderson could have it. All I had to do was get Charles one. Or when I had the girls, I could easily rotate those colors down and still have everybody the color that they needed. So the first thing was color of the day. The second thing that we did was I scheduled in bathroom breaks, and I would encourage you to do it before someone needs to go, that you're in charge and you help your kids know when they need to go. And when we would go into the grocery store, the first thing we always did was go to the restroom. And again, this may sound fundamental and silly and unnecessary, but nobody told me, and I didn't know this, and it was a tremendous help to me to start out our grocery shopping experience in the restroom. And one of the main things about this is I didn't ask if anybody needed to go. Everybody went. And so I wasn't taking a poll. We weren't voting on whether or not anybody needed to go today. We went in and all the kids knew the first thing we're going to do is go to the bathroom. And so in the early days, that meant I was changing somebody. Also, changing a diaper. If we needed to change a pull-up, we're doing that initially at the very, very beginning. Now, so we got color of the day. We've got the bathroom taken care of. Then I really want to encourage you. I took the time to make a master grocery shopping list. Now, at this point, these are all the different areas of the store, the different stores that I went to. And then here I made a list of the things that I most often have or need at the grocery store. And I would keep this list on or near the refrigerator so that I could mark it as the week went on. So I'm getting home on Wednesday, having gone to the grocery store, but you know what I know. Once you get home from the grocery store, you realize all the things you've forgotten. So instead of hoping to remember the next week, I would go ahead and just mark them on that list. And obviously there's space to write things that I've not printed on the list, but I loved having this list because it helped me remember things that I might otherwise forget. So I put all the staples, all the things for most of my recipes that I need on the list to help me remember just the fundamental things. Now, so that was Out Day, and it worked famously. And I want to encourage you about Out Day. As you schedule your Out Day, try to put as many things as you can, even if you have a kid that's sick or needs, it's really more, it works better for a wellness checkup. If you do wellness checkups, schedule everything you can on that day, because you can go and you can knock it out. And when the next thing after you're there, you've gone to the restroom, I always planned snacks too for the kids. We packed snacks and a lunch before we left the house, because there's no sense in having to pay your hard-earned money to buy something out. It's not good for them anyway, and it's just not the best use of your time or your money. So I always packed that out. So this meant Tuesday night I was working to prepare for Wednesday. I had my grocery list. I had color of the day chosen. I had the diaper pack with all the snacks packed. So the kids and I got up early and hit the ground running. When we got home, we were exhausted. The other part of the Out Day is planning into your Out Day different periods of time for the kids to rest. Many kids can take a power nap inside 10 minutes, and they can make it count for 2 hours, and I would rather have the full 2 hours. But on Out Day, they rarely got 2 hours, but I would intentionally schedule errands with an amount of time between them, so that maybe between music lessons and the grocery store, there's maybe a 20-minute ride, so everybody can conk out for about 20 minutes. And then hopefully maybe at the end of whatever grocery store, maybe other errands I have to ride, maybe there's 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes of a drive on the way home where everybody can conk out again and get a rest, so that when we get home, what do I do when I get home with my kids after our Out Day? I send them out. I spent that time in my house sorting. Everybody helps bring it in. Everything gets in, and then they get out because they desperately needed to get out after being stuck up in a van with me all day long. As you're out on Out Day, I would encourage you to take educational CDs with you. We like to listen to Odyssey or anything with curriculum, maybe foreign language. You could do Spanish or whatever foreign language you're studying. You can also do Hero Tales. You can do the YWAM audio series of their Christian heroes then and now. You can do the geography songs or the grammar songs while you're in the car. That's all about redeeming the time. So Out Day was all about being intentional and how we spent our time and not wasting time going out every day. Maybe we got to have something for dinner on Monday, and then we have to run to an appointment on Tuesday, and then have to go to the grocery store on Wednesday, and then we're back at the grocery store on Thursday because we forgot something. No, I'm encouraging you. I'm challenging you to be more intentional than that and plan hard. There was a woman years ago, Kim Wright, that said something that I have come back to so many times. Think hard once, and then don't think about it again. So that's what this was all about. I thought hard really once a week, once overall, and then once a week about what we were going to do, and it made all the difference. I hope that you will find a way to consolidate your errands and so that you can use your time wisely. Have a great day. I'm Rachel Carman. I blog at hissunflower.com.